It really makes us feel seen. I know for me personally, I think it's really awesome that y'all pour into us because, at some clubs or things outside of school, you don't really have that.
There's so much that goes into it than you would ever realize, where we're talking about kids by name, praying for kids by name. There's just a lot on you guys' plate, and I think Young Life is so important to have an hour and a half once a week to just go be silly and not think about your schoolwork or your sport.
I wasn't really great friends with any of the people older than me, and I really only knew everybody in my grade. But a ton of people were going in my grade, so I wasn't necessarily nervous because I knew I would have them. But I walked in, and I remember walking through the tunnel that they made us and how, I was nervous to run through it, but once I ran through it, it was great. And that's kind of how, Young Life has been ever since. It's kind of nerve-wracking sometimes, but in the end, it always is great.
Whenever I go to Young Life, I don't even have to see if my friends are going or not because I know that there will always be someone there to include me and accept me in that environment of where I am.
Just the joy that is the program, and God just really put it on my heart just to be part of it. I think the world of a high school student is constantly changing, even from 9th grade to 12th grade. It's just figuring out how they're going to spend their time.
I come to Young Life because it gives me a chance to kind of drop everything, spend time with friends, our leaders, and just have fun, more comfortable, casual sense of the word. And it also just gives you another chance to, get into the word and spend time with the Lord outside of Sunday and Wednesday.
There is an agenda, but it's not something that we're making them feel forced or making them feel like you have to get through these things.
Young Life is kind of where I find that consistency with God, because sometimes it's hard for me on my own. So having this group where they keep me consistent and they're keeping themselves consistent, it's kind of like an accountability group. It means everything to me, because without it, I don't know where I would be.
Young Life to me, it's a great way to hang out with my friends. It's also a great way to talk about my faith with my leaders, and not only my leaders, but just the people I go to school with every single day.
I'm a Young Life leader because a man, when I was in high school, named Matt, stepped into my world, showed up at my high school, and he didn't have to. He volunteered to show up consistently, and he pursued me and desired for me to know why I'm here. The world of a high school student is really hard. There is a lot of pressure to succeed academically and to perform in athletics. Being connected all the time through internet and social media, it can, in the world of a high school student, on the outside, they can appear like they are the most known and loved and popular students out there, but on the inside, they can feel completely lonely and lost. And so I'm a Young Life leader because the Lord has called me to this, and because I desire for students to experience abundant life that is only found through following Jesus.